So there are three different aspects to the success mindset for traders that really makes it work. And what we're going to talk about are these three aspects of it and how most traders are getting it wrong. And then to help you understand why, if you've been having a hard time with consistent profits, you keep making mistakes that cost you money, the mindset really has everything to do with it in trading. And yes, trading is a mental game. And so it's the mistakes that we make that cost us that really keep us from being profitable. And one of the first mindset mistake that traders make and the right way to get there is, and I love this. If you look up the book, I'm trying to remember the guy's name that wrote it, but it was the magic of thinking big. And I love it because the first chapter, the guy talks about the importance of belief. So many traders maybe can relate to this, but the first thing you got to have as a trader, if you're going to be successful, is the belief that you actually can do this and that it is possible for you to be successful as a trader, that you can make a nice living at this and be successful. If you've been trading for any length of time, and a lot of traders who come to me looking for help, looking for coaching, they've been at it for 5 or more years. And when you've been at something for 5 years and it's still kicking your butt, that faith is usually taking a pretty good beating too. And so I found it funny at first, but I realized the truth in it. When traders would start hiring me for helping them to get their trading fixed, I would ask them, so what's the main thing that you want to gain out of this coaching? And the answer that I expected was, help me get profitable. The number one answer that I get, and to this day, is still, Brian, I want my confidence back. I'm so tired of trading with anxiety. This just sucks. And I want to have my confidence where I feel like I have a solid handle on this and I know I can do it because it's been kicking me in the head for so long. My faith is almost gone. My confidence is circling the drain right now. And really gaining that belief back is at the foundation of the winning mindset. It really is the belief, honest belief, not hope or prayer, but the belief that yes, I can do this. I can make this work. I can be a successful trader on a consistent basis where I can have the security in myself as a trader to, if I'm not happy with my job, if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing for my other occupations right now, I can walk away from them. And it is possible. I know because I've lived it. My start to trading was rough. My first year cost me $50,000, and when I came back to it, I took a whole different approach, and I was able to establish that faith in myself and the possibility because I took a different outlook. When I was still trading it the way I was during my first year, where I was just flying by the seat of my pants, thinking it'll just magically work itself out, that didn't work. And so, yeah, I was trading on hope most of the time, hope that it would work, hope on every trade, and all that kind of stuff. It was only when I actually skilled up and got a process to get a handle on this, that's when I was able to really have the belief that let me quit my job and walk out the door knowing that I was okay without fear and live life on my terms for the last 20 years. And I would love to do that for you. But the first thing it does take is just plain saying to yourself, and this isn't so much a matter of convincing yourself. Here's what I want you to do. Here's the exercise that I want you to do. And it does only take a minute. But look on your life and look at the things where you've had any kind of challenge, any kind of objective that you pursued, and you were successful at it. You're already a successful person. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in a position to trade. So I know that you have successes in your life. Things where, yeah, you overcame a challenge, you set an objective for yourself, and you achieved your objective. You have successes that you can fall back on to reestablish a belief in yourself. Yes, I've been able to do this. Yes, I was able to do that. Yes, I was able to do this. And so reflect on those things, start to get your belief in yourself down so that, yeah, you can start to feel it as a trader. You're already a successful person. If you've been trading for a while and it's been rough, it's easy to have your confidence waning. And it's, Brian, I've been really giving this a good effort, and man, I just still haven't been able to figure it out. I don't know what else to do. Don't feel bad. You're not alone. But the thing is, just because you haven't run across a solution yet doesn't mean that one doesn't exist. Solution does exist. It's not in the places you've been looking, which is cool. Here's the thing. There is a way to get there without it taking 20 years. A direct path. Okay. So that's it. First thing you got to establish is the belief in yourself and the possibility that it does exist for you. Seriously. That's the first part of the trader's mindset that is the success mindset. Is that yes, it is possible. and it is possible for you. And really understand that as a belief. Yes, you are a successful person. Yes, this might be a formidable challenge, but you've overcome formidable challenges before. So, second thing is to recognize, okay, yes, if it is a possibility, maybe just the way I've been going about it hasn't been working. I've been following the wrong advice. I've been including maybe the advice you've been giving yourself that, oh, if I just keep trading, somehow it'll magically turn around. I'll just keep trading. I'll just keep hammering away at it. Okay. So the other part of the mindset is I need to be flexible. I need to be long term optimistic that yes, I will eventually get there. Short term, maybe pessimistic, where, okay, yeah, maybe what I'm doing, what I have been doing hasn't been working. So I need to be flexible in my approach. And yeah, if what I've been doing hasn't been working, I need to look to a different approach. And maybe I have to take two steps back instead of just one. Instead of maybe I just need a different strategy. Maybe even that thinking, it's just my strategy. Maybe that's a problem. I just need to focus on my discipline. If that hasn't been working, maybe that's the problem. Here's what I'm talking about. A lot of traders fall into the trap of I've got this good trading strategy, but I just can't seem to do what I know I'm supposed to do. The problem must be me. It's just a matter of the psychology, right? That's a trap that's easy to fall into. The logic sounds reasonable, but there's a flaw. Trading and psychology, you can't convince yourself, you can't talk yourself, you can't will yourself into being a successful trader. You have to develop yourself into becoming a successful trader. And if you think all it takes is emotional control, that's the long road. That's the mindset that'll keep you stuck. Trading, strategy, psychology, bouncing forward. That oversimplifies the problem. So stepping back from that, saying, okay, that's the approach that I've been taking, strategy and psychology. If it hasn't been working for you, if you've been stuck for more than 6 months following that line of thinking, uh, maybe be open to a new line of thinking. Hey, there's a skill set you're missing. Maybe there's some gaps in your training. That's what's making it hard. Maybe you're 80 or 90% of the way there, and you need to find that 9 or 10% that you don't know yet. Maybe you don't know everything that you already need to know. That's part of the other mindset is, wow, maybe I do still have something to learn. And by learning it, now I can progress. Again, seriously, if you've been trying the same thing over and over again and year after year, you find yourself in the same spot, maybe the line of thinking that you've been following is the problem. Okay, so you need to be open to new possibilities. Second part of the mindset. First one is belief, open to new possibilities and yes, trying new things and being flexible. Open-minded is probably the main thing. Is that yes, maybe there is something else that will work and I just haven't discovered it yet, even though I've been in the game for a long time. So the third part of the winning mindset is commitment and persistence. Seriously, you have to be able to look at it and say, all right, I got to maintain my belief. Yes, I need to be flexible and open-minded and open to the possibility that I haven't run across a solution yet. Just because I think I know a lot, that doesn't mean that I know everything I need to know. Okay, the third thing is though, am I just going to keep doing what I've been doing? Am I just going to keep going through the same motions and expect it to change? Or have I given up and I'm not willing to risk embarrassing myself or saying, wow, I didn't know that. Or, yeah, maybe I've been at this for a long time and I've tried a lot. And it's embarrassing to think that, wow, yeah, there is a reasonable, not super difficult solution, a fairly straightforward solution that is the answer. And I just haven't run across it yet. That can be embarrassing. And it's a reason that people will deny it and fight it is because it's like, yeah, I've been at this for so long. And man, that's all I needed to do really was just seek out a new skill set or yeah, go ahead and be willing to, you have to be committed towards, yeah, okay, I'm going to set my ego aside and say, yeah, maybe I am ignorant. Maybe I have been missing something. Maybe the solution isn't as difficult as I think, where, yeah, I've got to dig some crap from my childhood out of my head and resolve it. And that's going to be take a year on a therapist couch and $20,000. No, you don't have to do that. It can be something as simple as learning a skill set that you can learn in 60 to 90 days. And that will make all the difference. But you have to say, I'm going to keep pursuing things and trying new things until I find something that works. And I'm committed to making it work. I'm going to follow through with this. I'm not just going to keep going through the motions and settling for the crap that hasn't been working, has kept trading from being really fulfilling and successful and enjoyable. I'm going to keep trying new things. I'm committed to this. I'm going to make it work. Not just I'm going to keep going, I'm going to make it work. And I'm willing to try new things. And yeah, maybe if I have to try one or two or three or whatever, new courses, new ideas, new whatever, but I'm going to keep at it until I make it work. That commitment is what's going to get you there. If you're committed and you're never going to stop, you will get there. It's when you stop or you just start coasting, that's what takes so long. That's what will keep you treading water and feeling crappy and not making consistent profits for up to 20 years. I've had some traders come in, they've been trading for 20 years plus, and they still haven't had a profitable year because they coasted. They didn't realize it. They thought that they had pursued everything, every possibility that they could find, and they stopped looking after a while. They'd been burned a few times, so they stopped looking. They stopped investing in themselves. And the thing is, you got to believe that you can do it, that the possibility exists for you, and that you're capable of it. You got to be open-minded enough to say, "Wow, maybe what I've been doing isn't working. I got to be flexible to new possibilities, new ways to approach this." And then you got to have the commitment to follow it through, to take action and pursue the new things. And those are the three parts of a winning mindset that will make you a successful trader. You will get there. Seriously, it's that simple. You got to believe in yourself that the possibility exists. You got to be flexible and open-minded. That maybe even though you've learned a ton and you know a lot, that there's still something missing and you're willing to pursue it. And then the third part is being committed to pursuing it until you actually get there. And if you'll do, that's the winning mindset. Applies to trading and almost anything else, but especially to trading. If you've given up on yourself, you're done at that point. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, I know everything that there is to know, I've been at this game for 10 years, I know everything. If your mind is closed, you're going to stay where you're at. If you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I already know everything that I could possibly know, and it's going to be a difficult struggle, then you'll stay stuck. And if you're not willing to do anything, if you're not committed enough to take action, then you're going to stay stuck. If you really want to move the needle, believe in yourself, be flexible, be committed enough to take action. That's when you'll get there. And the sooner you'll do those three things and adopt that mindset that yes, you are going to get there. Yes, it is possible for you. Yes, you probably, if you're not there yet, you haven't found the answer yet, you got to keep looking. Cool. Now, that's the real winner's mindset that will make it for you in trading. If you like this kind of thinking, and you're into the trading like a real business, you do want to become a professional at this, get paid like a professional, and have that to freedom and financial security in yourself as a trader, that you've got such a solid handle on this. Yes, you can make a living from it. If that's what you desire, swing by InsideOutTrading.com, and I'll show you how to get there. I'm a certified quality engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer. I've found the system that will get you there, and you can trade any strategy you want. You can trade anything you want. I'll teach you how to actually get consistent at it, how to have such a solid handle on it that you know you're solid. That's what I teach you. And it's based on my engineering background, my quality assurance background. And it just plain works. And it's really cool. It's that piece you've been missing. So if you'd like to find out more about it, swing by InsideOutTrading.com. You can book a call with me. Got some resources there, workshop, reports, all kinds of stuff for you. But don't just sit there, keep doing the same thing that you have been and expect things to change without you doing anything different. So let's make it happen. Swing by InsideOutTrading.com over here. And yeah, we'll see you on the inside. Let's get you there. Talk to you soon. Cheers.